Hey, John.
Hey, Eric. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Well, that's good. That's good. I am T minus 3 days. It's Tuesday night instead of Wednesday night, but
Right.
I moved my younger boy into the dorm on Friday.
And he
We have
is
a,
officially moved out of the house, officially starting his
I
own
mean,
life.
you know, I
Officially.
think, I think that, I don't think dorm counts. Sorry. I mean,
No,
yes,
no, you don't
like
think? Okay.
he will
Okay.
officially not be here,
Yeah, okay.
but it's not like his room will be repurposed to a useful function until
Uh,
sometime in the future. So I think you have to. I don't know. Here's my proposed standard. You have to be paying your own rent for you to have moved out.
okay. Then I
Eric's
have
like
two out of the three have moved out.
Eric's like
Okay.
hmm.
It's not that I don't pay for other things, but they are paying for their own rent. Girls are paying their own rent. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
know.
All right. All right.
I'm new to this whole thing, so we'll see. But we have a. So thank you for recording tonight because after dinner there was a
Yeah.
list made of all the stuff that we
Still
thought
need to
that we
take
might
care of.
have, but so tomorrow night will be let's go to Fred Meyer.
Ah,
Uh, uh, uh,
finish the packing
all the
list.
stuff that we don't yet
Now,
have.
is
Yeah,
it a dorm with a kitchen, so he's got to cook his own food, or is it a
no,
just a dorm room and you have your
you're on a meal
community
plan.
meal plan?
I
Okay,
mean, I think
okay,
he's
all
got
right.
a we got him a little hot plate or something like that. So we're enough. One of those things, you can make like hot water in. Um,
Okay, all right,
so ramen is
right.
possible.
Yeah,
Hot tang
dorm
is
room ramen.
possible. Yes,
Okay,
oatmeal.
okay, all right. I got you.
But yeah, no, it's um,
Good
and
times,
one
good
of the things
times.
on the bubble that he's like, I don't think I need it, and we'll just record here that I predict that will last less than one term.
Hmm.
Is a monitor. He's
Uh,
like, I don't think I need a monitor, and I'm
just
like,
laptop's good enough.
have you ever used a monitor? It's really nice. But no, anyway, yeah.
Uh,
But
cool.
yeah, yeah. Big changes in the King household coming. So
All right. Well, speaking of big changes, um, I painted. So we had those
oh, good
doors
for you.
fixed, and
Yeah.
I painted the wall where the drywall had, you know, been finished and, needed to be painted. So I painted that wall, and I used some old paint that I had that looked like, and those are the keywords, the same kind of dark blue that I
Apparently
had
the same color.
used in other areas of the house. And so I finished painting the wall. It looks really nice. And then I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to touch up those spots where there's some scratches and dings and dents in uh, this other area of the wall that is the apparently keyword same dark blue color. Because why else would I have this gallon of paint in what looks like the same color, from one side of the room to the other? And it was not the same color. So I rolled
I,
on some and
I
I'm
am
like,
sorry.
wait a minute. This is not the
Unroll,
same
unroll.
color.
Command Z, Command Z, Command
And
Z.
so now I have to paint an entire wall to fix my
Or get
foot
if
and a
you have the
half
real color.
change. Nope,
Oh,
I do not have the real color.
I was gonna say
I
you could
looked.
patch the patch.
No, I looked. I was even because usually I keep the color swatches that those little papers that you get, and I'll store them in a drawer and I'll circle them so that if I ever have to buy that paint, I couldn't even find those.
I take
So
pictures of the paint cans
that's
with the top
smarter.
that have
Oh,
so the search.
maybe I did that. I'll have to go look into my
Okay.
paint. That might getting a small like pint of that might be easier than painting the whole. Anyways, so that's what I did
Text
this
search
weekend.
in photos is
Yes,
a lovely thing that
yeah,
you know.
yeah, and then iOS. slash macOS 26 Tahoe came out yesterday. I
I
had been
yeah.
using the betas, but I had upgraded all the things.
Okay.
You?
I thought that I upgraded both of the things, and so I for sure have Tahoe running on the Mac that I'm recording on right at the moment. Um, but and I kicked off. I thought I kicked off the phone update, and I thought that I had hit the OK button, and then like that was this morning when I was working, and so I was like, just whatever, give it a couple hours. I don't really care. And then when I picked up the phone for lunch, and I was going out, I was like, oh, what's it look like? Oh, looks the same. Whatever. And I went and did my
Mm-hmm.
thing. And then it wasn't until like literally we got on the phone that you were like, looks the same. Then I was like, well, let me go look at what the OS version is. Oh, it's 18.7. And there's I guess I did not update. But
Okay.
I totally thought I had updated the phone. And maybe it tried and failed. I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't know. I will update it tonight, maybe.
Well, I've been using it since beta 6 and I've been happy with it. It's looks different like I don't think it's groundbreaking change. And what annoyed me initially for the first several weeks no longer annoys me. It's just you just kind of
They
become
they moved
accustomed to
they moved
whatever
your
it does.
cheese, and you're like, okay, fine, go
Yeah,
over there for
like
my cheese.
whatever. But I have also been updating my apps that are on the App Store, trying to get them the cool new liquid glass stuff. So I've upgraded my Xcode 26, and they have a really cool tool to help build your icon. So I built the new icon, and I've had to fix a bunch of bugs because I'm slightly confused because what I built for 2 OSs ago, I haven't updated it for a couple of years, works, but when I try to build a new one, the same code now fails. So
Interesting.
I tried out the new AI assistants that are
Okay.
in embedded in Xcode. You can either use OpenAI or Claude code. For Claude, you need an account. For
Uh-huh.
OpenAI, you can use the free account, and it limits what you can do. But I highlighted some things that said fix this code. Boom, boom, boom. Fixed it. And so now it all works. I just
Really?
need to get some time to
Mm.
upload an update with my new glass icons.
I updated Xcode this morning.
Uh huh.
After because I had kicked off the upgrade at Tahoe at the same time that I had kicked
Right.
off the upgrade on my iPhone, and I noticed afterwards that Xcode had an update, which I
Yep.
kicked off, but I haven't launched it yet. So
Yeah.
hey,
Well, I
um,
thought since I am paying for Google Gemini Pro coding assist that I could plug that in, and it's not click here to plug in. It's more complicated than that. So,
I
which is,
I have to think Google will fix that.
I wonder how much Google can fix versus how much Apple has to fix. Because Apple does not make their stuff easy to integrate with, ever. Ever. They have to do it for you because their way is the right way.
At least according to that there was a LinkedIn post I read for how to integrate the one that you said you had to do a proxy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it literally is just rewriting the URL. So instead of like apps or v1 slash blah, blah, blah,
Hmm.
it's actually the one Google is serving it at is v1 beta slash something, 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 something.
Uh,
So like it literally is just
huh.
rewriting the v1 beta to v1. It looked like to me. Um,
Well, we'll find out.
something along those lines. So anyway, my fingers are crossed. My fingers are crossed
Yeah.
because yeah, because I'm already paying for Gemini, so
Same.
I that would be ideal.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to sit down and do that because I've still got a couple of like things to play with that I have not done and I should do. And yeah,
Well, I made an attempt just to see what would happen. I loaded up that old Squares iPhone game I did back in 2008, 2009,
okay,
somewhere in that era.
that would be 15 years ago.
Yeah. And I said, hey, convert this Objective-C, this ancient Objective-C code to modern Swift.
Okay.
It did not work. Not even close. It said, "Oh, this is what you do," and it converted one file. I'm like, all right. So then I tried to just compile it, and it no longer compiles. It's so old
Uh-huh.
that it just flat out no longer
Can you do it?
compiles.
You might have to do it file by file or function by function.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna have to. Well, and then because it's using. I thought I was fancy back then because I was using the zibs instead of the nibs, but the zibs are so far out of date that they have to be upgraded, and then the whole project has to be upgraded, and then these things aren't supported anymore. These libraries don't
Right.
exist. These frameworks don't exist anymore.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, 16, 17 years is a long time in
it is a
coding
long
years,
time.
especially in
Yeah.
Swift will deprecate
Yeah.
stuff from 2 years ago.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay. Well,
that's fun. How
that's pretty
about
cool.
that was my
Your weekend.
weekend, early week. How about you?
I think I feel like I just had like a relatively relaxing weekend. I had a whole, farrier on Saturday, and I went in with my wife to her school and kind of helped her with a bunch of stuff on Saturday, stuff that, because she's still getting around on crutches. And so there's a bunch of stuff that it's good to have a fully mobile person do. And
Mm-hmm.
so that was good. And my son is not sure if he wants a bike or not. And we've got a couple of bikes that like have been sitting in the garage since the kids were, I don't know, riding bikes on camping trips, kind of thing. And
Right.
so I took a bike into the bike shop and said, just, hey, fix it all up. It's got,
Okay.
who knows how, if it needs new tires, certainly needs new what do you call the tubes inside the tires?
Inner tubes.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
the tubes inside are
Sorry, I I,
called
I,
inner
I I clearly
tubes.
got the tube word out barely. But anyway, it was fun. But and I puttered around the
Uh,
place, but got a
okay.
couple of things. But mostly a weekend around the house,
Okay.
which was okay. It's good. I kind of needed it. It was
You need some
rainy.
downtime.
It was
Yeah.
rainy. Um,
I We are heading into that season. I'm looking forward to it. Although
oh,
this
great.
week's pretty dry.
Yeah, today was supposed to be really warm. I had put up all my bee stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and the wax is in the solar wax melter because I thought that I think today was the 90-degree day, right? I was like,
Did it
I've
hit
gotta
90?
gotta catch the last hot day of the year, and I forgot to go out and check on it tonight, see if it all melted. So,
Mm. Yeah, it was 89 today.
something
It
to,
should be 80 tomorrow. So,
yep. Anyway,
okay.
fun.
All
All
right.
right, how about like something security related?
So this one I saw, it's called Uncloaking the Void Proxy. So
Ooh,
everybody has seen those um, MFA things, right? You use Google or Microsoft
authenticator.
to authenticate into your account. There is a void proxy. This is what the authors are naming void proxy. Some researchers from Okta Threat Intelligence, have discovered a service that uses an adversary in the middle technique to intercept authentication flows in real time, capturing credentials, multi factor authentication codes, and session tokens as the sign in event is going along. And so it bypasses, like we've talked about, hey, SMS codes are not awesome, but they're better than nothing. And OTP from authenticator apps, even better. Well, now there's infrastructure available for
Okay.
the bad guys to basically intercept all that stuff, mimic and intercept that. And they're basically calling it the Void Proxy Platform. And it will evade all of the anti analysis features. It'll even get bypassed Cloudflare CAPTCHA and Cloudflare workers. It's pretty
So is it
stealthy, I
is it
suppose.
is it a a man in the middle where they're actually deploying a certificate and breaking SSL. So if you don't do cert
Let's
pinning,
see. So there is an article. So there's two articles that I saw. There's one which is kind of like the news article from Okta, and then there's a deep dive
mm,
into how it all works. I didn't pull
mhm,
out the full deep dive, but there's like a 20-page doc if you really want to go into the gory bits and details. Your Microsoft login or your Google login,
mhm,
it will put itself in the middle of those and steal that garbage from you, steal that login
mhm,
information for
mhm.
you with a relay and session hijacking. So, anyways,
Yeah,
it's a
here's
pretty
a.
long article.
I
Go
see
go check it out.
they have a server acting as a reverse proxy to capture and relay information, including usernames, passwords, and MFA responses to legitimate services like Microsoft, Google, and Okta.
Mm-hmm.
When the legitimate service validates the authentication issues a session cookie, the void proxy server intercepts it. A copy of the cookie is exfiltrated and made available to the attacker via their admin panel. Yeah, they have to be inspecting SSL, which means they've got to deploy a trusted um, cert, and that whatever the service is must not be cert pinning. Um,
Nice.
Very cool. Wow,
So there you
that
go.
is that is
Nice
that
one, Okta.
that is that is interesting. Oof. Tricky, tricky.
All right. I
Has
see
to
you're
be
bringing
has to be
some.
complicated.
Yeah. I see you're bringing some crypto back.
Crypto, crypto, crypto. Yeah. So Catalan, risky
Cryptocurrency.
biz
Yep.
these days, or many, many years these days, I guess. But um, saw this in the newsletter that had the District of Columbia Office of the Attorney General filed a lawsuit against the largest crypto ATM operator in the U.S., which is Athena Bitcoin. And at least for the 7 Bitcoin ATMs that Athena operates in DC, they say 93% of all deposits were the result of scams. And so uh, the
Uh,
the lawsuit alleges that the company knew its Bitcoin ATMs were being used to collect funds from scam victims, but instead of stopping the transfers, it charged large hidden fees and then refused to provide refunds to victims. So, um, basic,
wow.
basically, the um, DC Attorney General is, uh, suing the operator because they are not complying with. Um, oh, did I pull out the language? I didn't pull out the language, but there's like some anti-fraud
Right.
requirements that they
Right.
are
Right.
clearly not following. It
Hmm.
says, scammers trick victims into going into an ATM, then depositing funds into one of their accounts, and there's a image that I pasted into the notes, and you can see in the article. Might wind up making this the chapter art or something like that, but where
Yeah.
they've got the blurred out faces
Mm-hmm.
because the median age of the victims was 71.
Evidenced by the picture.
Yep, you can see all the photos. I mean, um, and the median loss was $8,000. So
Wow.
seemingly quite significant as well. It's not like a couple $100 here.
And they all seem to be in the picture. They all seem to be on the phone with somebody,
Right?
probably the
Some
scammer,
some the
with
scammer is walking them through what they have to
how
do
to
in order to.
deposit Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. So the DC Attorney General
Mm-hmm.
claims that Athena did nothing to stop the scams besides showing a warning on their ATM screens, and that the Athena instead chose to apply giant fees on every transaction, not visible to customer, and reached up to 26%, almost 100 times the fees practiced by its competitors, which go from 20.24 to 3%. So that sounds like a credit card transaction fee.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that the quote unquote invisible fees are what do you call it when you're transferring currency and they take a little, the actual the
Oh,
actual rate
right.
is like 0.5 and they do it like 0.65 or 0.55 or 0.4. Like
Right.
they get you both ways. If
That's right. Coming and going.
yeah, exactly. So
Hmm.
anyway, saw this on the um, mailing list and was like, ooh, uh, yeah, let's see some of this make it a little more difficult for people to do this. Um,
Yeah. That's unfortunate. All right. Well,
yep. Sorry to be depressing for the day, but yep. There you go.
all
How
right.
about how about something not depressing? What's fun?
So my something fun is science related, and I thought this
You
was
know I like the
really
science.
cool. There is, so the title is An Ultrasound Helmet Reaches Deep Inside the Brain Without Surgery.
Mm?
So, in a new study, researchers have unveiled a device that might offer an alternative to invasive procedures. It's an ultrasound helmet. So, you put this helmet on, and it
50
not,
science fiction books were right.
yes, exactly. And it not only modulates the deep brain circuits without surgery, but it reportedly can do so with unrivaled precision. I'm kind of quoting through the bits and pieces of the article here. The new system builds on existing methods like transcranial ultrasound stimulation and MRI guided focused ultrasound, but is designed to address the limitations of each, such as the former's low focal precision and the latter's need for stabilizing skull screws.
I don't
I
think I
just
want
don't like.
stabilizing skull screws.
I No, that's not on my bucket list. So, but it says this new helmet can target areas in the brain 1,000 times smaller than conventional ultrasound devices can, and 30 times smaller than similar technologies that specifically target deeper areas of the brain. And so it's like, I don't know. This just looks super cool that now there's still a whole bunch more research that they need to do so they can, do this, but the early stuff looks really good and potentially offers some neuromodulation that was previously impossible without invasive methods.
I don't know what neuromodulation is.
They talk a lot about Parkinson's disease. So it says we're particularly excited about the potential clinical applications for neurological disorders like Parkinson's disease, where deep brain regions are especially affected. So there you go.
So
Wear a
a
hat,
massage for your brain.
and it, yes,
Okay.
tweaks neural pathways somewhere in your brain. I don't know. It sounds super cool.
I'm totally picturing this 50s science sci-fi
Oh yeah,
like
the helmets
helmets
with
and
the little sparks going from the
yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah.
They have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I like it.
That's awesome.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, I gotta say that skull screws are not acceptable,
No,
though.
we can stop there.
I had to get the uh, 406 error code somewhere in quote so I could use that for the title.
Ah,
Anyway.
there you go. Well done. Your something fun was nice that we did podcast night a day early.
Only relevant today. And by
Uh
the
huh.
time anybody hears this, it'll have been in the past, and you can't go back to the past, but you can reminisce on what you did on Square Day. Because
Square day.
today is Well, at least that's what my wife called it. She was like, my kids were not nearly as excited as they should have been for Square Day. And I was like, for what day? And she's like, Square Day. I'm like, for what day? She's like, 9, 16, 25. 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared. I was like,
Nice.
how awesome is that? I was not aware of that. And then she was like, and by the way, today is 20, or this year is 2025, which is 45 squared. I'm like, so it is a
Huh.
full on square day. And in
I,
fact, the article that I'll put in here to the NPR article it's even more, it's more better. I can't talk. English
more
English
gooder.
English is a third language or
I
something,
don't.
but
I don't English good
I don't
either.
have one or two. Um, 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
So
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It was always 3 plus 4. It was 3, 4, 5.
yeah,
Right?
exactly. So
Ah,
like there is no other day this century that meets these criteria. So today is the once in a century day. Now you might
okay.
say tomorrow is also once in a century day, to which I would say you're correct. But
It has a lot less relevance.
anyway, yeah, it said, yeah, it's a, oh, the article in here says that if it were up to him, Adams, who's this person, Adams, Colin Adams, a mathematician at Williams College, would call
Mm-hmm.
it Pythagorean Triple Square Day. And he plans on celebrating it with a rectangular cake cut along the diagonal to yield 2 right triangles.
You know, you could have 2 cakes then for the price of one.
Right?
Correct.
Correct.
Angle.
So many jokes, so many jokes. But there you go. So
Uh,
happy Square Day,
well,
and
thank you.
thanks to my wife for saying Happy Square Day, and me going, what? Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be my something fun.
I like it.
Anyway, there you go. All
All
right, my
right.
friend.
Hey, have a good night, John.
Have a good night. I'll talk to you later, Eric.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.